Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. All right, I'm out here at a place called My Fit Foods. I've done a podcast before. Got my buddy Eric Burgan in the background there, and we're getting ourselves a beast type of lunch here. What we decided to do is meet up. Thought I'd do the podcast because he's also doing Body Beast. If you take a look down here, we've ordered ourselves a few things out of the My Fit Foods or Power Salad, and they've got some well-balanced meals here with the right balance of proteins and carbs and things like that. As far as the Beast menus go, both of us are trying to keep it at 25% protein, 50% carbs, which both of us are going to talk about in a moment because that has been a real challenge to keep it down to just 25% protein. Both of us feel like, oh my gosh, it's so much, but I wanted to just kind of share that. My little perspective so far, I'm hoping to do photos like every 2 weeks during this because it's really amazing. I had phenomenal results with Les Mills Pump, and I just posted those pictures out there, was totally revved up, and I think I'm really primed to take on Body Beast. The thing that I'm having a tough time with is the food, the amount of food, because I feel like so bloated right now. And I get the idea. You got to fuel for a couple months, and then there's that third phase where you just totally flip the dial and you're primarily protein and restrict the carbs, and in 30 days you're just going to get cut and shredded. I'm already looking at that phase or whatever. But I'm gonna introduce Eric here, and he can kind of share what he's been doing on his journey with that, and he just came off Ultimate Reset. So Eric, welcome, and I'll let you share a little bit here.
Awesome, thanks guys. So I just finished Ultimate Reset a little bit ago, and so you minimize your calories. You're like at 1,500 calories to 1,800 calories a day on the Ultimate Reset. So I lost a lot of weight, and then I turned it back on with Body Beast. And so just like Perry was saying, feeling bloated, a lot of food, and you just keep shoveling it down because you kind of trust in the programs because you've seen results from the other ones. And so with all the mathematics and everything of how to figure out your calories, I'm at about 2,500 calories in the same ratio of 50% carbs and 25% proteins, 25% fats. What I'm finding is that I'm always coming up short in one of the areas or going over in another area, and so it's just a fine tuning, just like nutrition always is, finding what works for you. So I'm in week, I guess it'll be week 4 of Body Beast, and that's the bulk phase, first week of bulk phase, and it's the workouts are real similar from the first 3 weeks, but you're going to notice a lot more supersets. You'll have a lot of fun, Perry. Look forward to it.
Can't wait to have that. So yeah, we're having a blast with the food portion. Eric hit on something. You're using buying a lot of the stuff right out of the Reset recipe. You're trying to not the Reset, but the Body Beast recipes or the portion plan, or what are you doing?
Yeah, just right out of the Book of Beast has been really. It's an easy book to follow when you actually read it. You know, okay. But most people don't read the dang books. Yeah. And so it's crucial that you do that. And I think that anybody that actually reads it, figures out exactly what they need calorie count wise, and then goes to the recipes and writes down what they need to shop for, they'll have good success. Yeah,
and that's what I'm finding. The other thing is to track it. One of the things I've gone and tracked how many starches should I have, how many proteins should I have, etc., and trying to go over those things. But measuring's kind of a challenge at times. I'm using a tool out there. I happen to be at My Fit Foods. There's a place on the web called MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal? Yeah. Correct. MyFitnessPal.com. I'm using that because there's a lot of the foods that I typically eat that people have already entered into the database, so it's very easy to enter what amounts and what calories. I do use the tool of measuring, use measuring cups, use a food scale, etc. Just get in there, keep track of your fat calories, keep track of your foods, you know, you need to go in and Body Beast. The workouts are killer. They're awesome. They're world class, and they've been an absolute blast. I'll get over the food stuff. You got to trust in the process. That's what we've done. You know, when I first started P90X, I was afraid of that one too, and I just trusted in the process. Interesting enough, it's kind of the flip-flop meal planning from P90X, where P90X had you really heavy on the protein at the beginning and high on the carbs in the end. You're flip-flopping it with Body Beast, a heck of a lot of more calories, of course, but it's high-end on the carbs to fuel those workouts right at the beginning, and then really cut and shred at the very end. So I'm excited to get to that part. By far, first phase, would you say legs is probably the biggest killer?
Oh yeah, those Bulgarian squats are terrible.
Legs workout, boy, that's a challenge. I think one of my favorites is the back and buys, plus also the shoulders one. That was awesome too. So excellent. Anyway, Eric, thanks a lot for joining us here.
Glad to be here.
Guys, get out there and make yourself, you know, create the new you. Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.